It took him half a second to cough. Now he's muted. Here we are. We're live. It's Wednesday. A Wednesday version.
It's Thursday.
Oh, it's Thursday. I'm sorry. It's Thursday. Thursday version of the morning disaster. God, I can't even get the days right. Look at he's got his bobblehead stuff. It's February. It's too soon for your St. Louis Cardinals madness. It's February, for goodness sakes. Anyway, good morning, everybody. Here we are. We're here. We are here on a Thursday morning. Yeah, sorry. I honestly did think it was Wednesday. Oh, well.
No, that was yesterday.
Yeah, well, this means 2 shows today. Oh, my God. How am I going to get the energy? How will I get the energy to do 2 shows? I got to tell you, I've been doing this liquid diet thing. I don't even have enough energy to get up and go to the bathroom. I mean, every time I have to go to the bathroom, I'm like, oh, my God. How am I going to make it that far? I got this stupid freaking cane now that I have to I can't do anything. I lean against the cane on one side and I'm using the wall on the other side. So we're getting handprints all over anything.
Oh boy.
Anytime I eat anything, it gets on my hand, it ends up on the wall. Of course, I don't want to use a wheelchair because Steve was sitting in it the other night and you guys heard that loudness that came out of him.
I don't blame you. I wouldn't sit in it either.
That was so Brent says that's a real sexy cane. Yes, thank you. This cane doesn't leave my house. This is my secret cane. I don't use this in public. Don't use that in public. Yeah, so yeah. I gotta get, that chair has farts in it. Yeah, thank you, Karen. It's exactly what I meant by I can't ride in the chair. You know what I mean? Yeah. Brent
Better
says,
take it to recon.
Brent says I recommend a walker. I can't use a walker. I don't understand them. You know what I mean? Like, I don't understand how walkers work because you're supposed to lean on them or whatever. Mm-hmm. But I don't know. I can't figure it out. When I lean on a walker, it seems like the front wheels want to go wheelie. I don't know how they work. I mean, Steve, how do you use one?
Put your hands on it, walk.
Okay, but I mean, what is it? Do you push your weight down on it?
Not all my weight. It just supports me. I could stand without a walker.
Hey, Ray. Amanda just handed me something that you could spray in the wheelchair to make it better.
Oh, a Microban 24-hour sanitizing spray. Oh, yeah, to get Steve's farts out of it. Yeah.
You need me to come by later and spray it?
Yeah, just spray. Because he did. Everyone, he farted so loud in that seat. It had to be. I'm telling you.
It is embedded into the chair.
Yeah, that came out wet. I mean, there was something with that. That was not a normal piece of flatulence that came out of him. And I see him just standing there with a shocked look of hurt in his face. Do you see that? Look at that look on his face. You've got this look of you're shocked that we're talking about that.
No, I'm not fucking surprised because that's all you motherfuckers talk about.
Well, I'm just saying that the gas passing that you did at my house was so loud.
Well, I don't know about that. I fucking farted 10 times louder than that.
No.
That was nothing.
No.
I'm glad we didn't hear those.
Exactly.
The one that the first time at my house, well, the first one we heard, I don't know if it was the first one, but That first fart was so loud. I'm telling you, dude,
It was loud
Everybody
and
that-
wet.
everybody at my party was like, "Oh my god!"
It wasn't wet. Do you want me to go get the underwear and show you?
Oh, please no.
hat
No,
on?
no.
Yeah, I
Please
would
don't.
like for
I'm
you to
just
get
saying
underwear
it
and show
sounded
us,
wet.
because I bet you have underwear that just have disgusting stains in them.
Those were white too that I had on.
That's bull.
Oh God.
I had my
telling
only white pair on.
I'm telling
Even
you
worse.
that I'm
They're
sure.
not white anymore.
I'm sure there's a brown crease going up and down on those. God damn. There's no
I mean,
way.
to accurately describe it, you know the sound that a whoopee cushion makes?
Yeah,
Put some water in it and then hit the damn thing, and that's what
And
it sounded
multiply
like.
it. And multiply. Yeah. Like I
Yeah.
said, it sounded like he lowered his ass into a few inches of water. And I can't even, I mean, it was so loud and so wet, and it, it was so impressive. I mean,
now it's impressive. You
Well,
spent the
no,
last
I'm
fucking
just saying,
fucking 5 days saying, "Oh, it's so gross."
It
Now
was-
it's impressive.
it was impressive by how gross it was.
No.
It wasn't a normal type of gross. I'm telling you.
I don't have a napkin, DA. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Excuse fucking me.
He's going to use, while we're talking about his farts, he's going to use his shirt to wipe his mouth all show.
What am I supposed to do? I got shit in my fucking mouth.
Why do you
Sorry,
have
wife.
shit in your mouth?
I don't have a napkin.
Get a napkin.
I always ate the ass out first.
I have some
Definitely
grapes.
got
I
shit in
have
his
some
mouth.
grapes. I have some grapes that have a napkin around it. So just grab the napkin and
Well, I'm not at your house. I can't grab the napkin. I don't have a fucking napkin in my house because we don't use napkins here.
what do you use
For what?
for wiping your mouth or your hands or
Fucking shirt?
Oh,
Sure. Saves money that way, right?
3 days on a shirt, then you put it in laundry, then you get another shirt out, then you have 3 more days.
okay, wait. So first off, the first thing I want to say is you wear the same shirt for 3 days?
Oh, let me explain this again.
Yes.
I only wear a shirt pretty much for the hour that I'm on this show.
Well, the
As soon as
show's
I'm
been
done with
going
the show,
we've been going about 2 hours a day.
okay, 2 hours a day. Then I take the shirt off.
Yeah.
I don't wear it anymore until tomorrow morning. Because if I have a shirt on and I'm sitting down, the
Right.
cat has to be right in my face. If I take the shirt off, she won't be right up in my face.
Okay,
So I
so
have to hold her the whole
so you
fucking
take your shirt off after the show.
Yep. Immediately after the show.
Then what do you wipe your hands on, or your face? What do you wipe?
I
on?
wipe my face on my hands, and then I wipe my hands on my chair.
So, all right, if your hands get some goo on them, you wipe them on your shirt until you take your shirt off. Then you wipe it on your chair.
Yeah.
Do you see what we're getting at? How foul that sounds?
Like a donut. Like I lick the sugar off my fingers, but my wet fingers I wipe on the chair.
That's why I'm saying, Steve, get a normal like a paper towel or a piece of something to wipe yourself with. The dirtiness has got to go somewhere.
It does in the garbage can. I eventually throw it in the garbage can.
Oh my god! What goes in the garbage can? The shirt or the chair? Or what?
Any toilet paper that I'm sorry. I do have my bad. I do have toilet paper right here. A roll of toilet paper. But it has dirty toilet paper stuffed inside of it. As you can see. I apologize.
So,
I
you
did not.
wipe your ass in the
roll of
living
toilet
room?
paper
Is
that
that
you
why
want.
it's
What
in the living room?
What are you wiping with that? Yeah.
Mostly my nose, but I'll pull off a piece right here.
Yeah.
Last piece of toilet paper, as well. If anybody wants to buy me more toilet paper, I have no more
Well,
now.
I would suggest if someone can help out with some toilet paper for him, we'd appreciate it.
Somebody could.
Why? He doesn't
You
use
know.
it.
That's
Right.
true, exactly. I don't use it, but I might have a
Why,
guest.
why waste the money?
So you have a guest come over the house?
And I don't have guests come over the house either. So
What does that woman you have sex with say? What she could? Good Lord, that poor dear.
Robin doesn't even come over anymore. I talked to her more when she lived fucking 40 miles away.
Good morning, Kissy Button. Good morning, Robin. Yeah, all right. When that girl lived far away, you would call her every morning
I talked to her every day for hours.
and you'd be like, good morning, good morning. Now she's your neighbor. She moved. You talked her into moving into your complex.
Uh-huh.
And she lives across the hall from here, and you're saying you don't even talk to her now.
Didn't the same thing happen with Martha? I mean, they were talking all the time when they lived far away from each other, and then Steve
And then-
moved
yeah.
into the apartment building, and then
And
they
she
stopped
never talked.
talking.
Yeah.
And then
And
Martha moved
to Florida.
Then she flew to Florida.
Yeah.
But now she's back.
Yeah. Is she living back in the same complex?
She lives in another building, but she lives in these apartments.
Oh boy. Does she talk to you?
I haven't talked to her since she moved back.
So you haven't talked. So you got two. So now there's two women that you've been interested in that are living there, and neither one's talking to you.
Shelly's not even talking to me.
Hi, Steve, Shelly.
And
Even
she's the one
Shelly
that seen you
doesn't talk.
naked.
Yeah, she's the one who accidentally walked in on you. Well, you knew that. You knew she was going to stop talking to him. She accidentally saw him. Oh my God! So none of the women, none of the women are talking to you.
Nope.
Oh God! I'm sorry that Robin stopped talking to you. Was she in during your pot show?
Nope. She hasn't been in.
Oh jeez.
I haven't seen Robin in shit.
Oh, wasn't she in? Wasn't she in yesterday or the day before? She was in the chat room, right?
Well, she's in the chat room, but I haven't seen her. She won't be. She's asleep right now because she just texted me a little bit ago.
Weren't
Said
you
she's going back to bed.
Weren't you supposed to do something with her today?
Supposed
He
to,
was
but
going to take her to the dispensary.
we'll see. Well, yeah, I have to take her to the dispensary. Yeah, she did ask me if I'd take her to the dispensary.
Yeah. So he takes her to.
I need to go to the dispensary. Then I'm gonna go to the head shop and buy me a nectar collector.
A what?
A nectar collector.
What's a nectar
What is
collector?
that?
A little thing that I can heat my wax and heat it. I don't have to have that great big pipe. It'd be just one pipe like this one. I just
And you put your earwax in there? And,
I dip it in the
Crack
earwax.
pipe.
Yeah, you don't have to pack it like I had to pack this.
he
You just
likes that wax, that pot wax.
fuck yeah, I like that wax shit. That fucking shit rocked.
Where do you get the wax from? I mean,
The ears?
no, but I'm saying,
Oh,
where do you get the wax from?
Oh,
You get it from the
dispensary.
dispensary, just like any
Dispensary.
other.
So you just go
stuff.
in and you order. So you just go to the dispensary and you say, "Hey, give me some wax."
Yeah.
I'll be damned.
Well, they have two different. There's wax, and then there's that shit called live sugar, which I don't know what that is, and Bubba didn't know either. But that's what I have. It's called live sugar. I'm assuming that it has something to do with THC and some kind of sugar.
Yeah. So
There's something live in it.
have you used it?
Yeah, I used it at your house.
You used the live sugar. You don't even know what it was, but you used it at my house.
Yeah, well, I got it at the dispensary. What's it going to do? Kill me?
No. I'm just wondering, what does it look like? Well,
Well, it looks like it was that earwax stuff I showed you. It was what I had at
Yeah,
your
I
house.
got a picture, Ray.
Oh, thank you, Jason. Because
I don't have it with me right now. It's
Jason's got a picture. I want to see the picture.
packed away.
All right, there's his picture, everyone. This is what live. Oh, look at that.
Yeah,
Oh, that does sort of look like what you and Bubba were smoking.
yeah,
It's
that's exactly.
let's see,
What
many
are-
products that stoners enjoy the flavor and high effects of this plant. Some stoners prefer smoking the flower, using the edibles, or going for concentrates. We will switch our attention to concentrates and specifically sugar wax. The number of cannabis concentrates is so many that we cannot discuss them all here. Our discussion will be about sugar wax. That's how to make it. It's THC value and how to use it. So look at that. That's what sugar dabs look like. And that it looks like earwax.
It does.
Yeah, so that's what I was not what I saw, but when Jason went out, when you guys were smoking weed before the Royal Rumble party, could I say that this was in my breezeway? How embarrassing. Oh my God. They went out there and started smoking earwax. And it looked, see, this is what should happen on that show, Smoke Signals. But it's usually Steve getting all stoned and then making comments about all sorts of things that he shouldn't make comments about.
Yeah.
That's what they but showing pictures of this wax concentrate stuff, so they knew what you were talking about when you guys were talking about when you were talking about wax. But Steve, this is what that got you really stoned. That wax stuff got you. He can't even talk to his mic on because we're showing a picture. So Steve goes, "Oh, this is a great time. I can smoke some weed. This is a great time to smoke weed."
Right.
Yeah.
Instead of like, broadcasting and entertaining people. Let's smoke weed.
I had a fart.
Yeah. Spanky wants to know, when he was at my house, what did you wipe on my chair? Yeah, you didn't wipe it. Did you wipe stuff on my chair?
God.
No, because I didn't eat with my fingers. I had a fork. And I had a napkin too. And I used it.
I'm saying that some of the food at my party was like those wings that Christina made. And
I used a fork.
because all the meat was just falling right off of them.
Yeah,
There's
yeah,
No way
that's-
that didn't get on your fingers.
I got on my shirt.
Oh, gee.
I probably licked my fingers and might have touched the seat. I think I might have wiped it on my pants. So they might get it on your chair.
Oh my
Hey, Derek just sent me a picture of a chair you threw out that's got a lot of mold on it.
Oh.
What?
Yeah,
Let's see, this is the
because
chair.
of how
that
much
Steve
you're
threw.
wiping your hands on it.
My chair's about had it. I'm starting to worry.
What are you going to do when that recliner goes?
I don't fucking know. That's why when I go to the doctor, we're going to discuss it.
You're gonna
Maybe
discuss
see,
what?
get me a fucking lift chair.
Can the doctor do that?
Yeah, they can prescribe it.
Oh my God! Look at that. What is that, mold?
Yeah.
Oh, and so son of a bitch would break underneath me. I wouldn't even sit. I was so scared to death to sit in those chairs out on Ray's Breezeway. It's like the little fucking cameo chair. Like, yeah, go sit on my fat ass to go sit on this fucking chair.
Well,
And then,
somehow,
oh boy,
you somehow did it.
yeah, and it would have been if it had broke, we'd have been fucked.
Oh yeah,
Because-
I would have.
Because I was between the door and the wall and the fucking table. They had to call the police and everything else.
Oh my God.
It would have been fucking, oh my God. It would have been terrible. There would have been police and fire trucks and everything else. All the neighbors, except for that one neighbor that I was trying to get a good look at while they
I mean, good Lord.
I have to meet my
Boy, unbelievable.
Binoculars.
Oh, am I talking still? I thought we were this.
Yeah, you were talking amidst it, and she just stopped. What the hell, Steve?
We're not. He's already so stoned. He's oh, are we talking still? That's how stoned you are. You forgot you were talking in the middle of a sentence.
No, I thought you were talking. I didn't want to interrupt you.
I saw. Speaking of mold, my brother. My brother's got a side business with doing mold, and I went to classes for mold a few years ago. That's how we figured it out. That's how I figured it all out, like how to get it, how to kill it,
Uh-huh.
all that stuff. So I went to classes up in Chicago for it and got certified. And then
Huh.
the state of Illinois makes it so you don't have to be certified to kill mold.
Huh.
But anyway, he kills mold. I got pictures of an office. This guy sends me pictures of this place in his office that had aspergillus so bad that it was fuzzing up. Which I don't know if you guys know what that is, but it's a mold. It's a mold that ends up it gets old. It's more. I was gonna say it gets so dirty, but it's more old than dirty, and eventually it starts turning white, and then it starts turning to fuzz. So he sends me these pictures, and he goes, "I don't know what's in it. There's a bunch of fuzzy stuff looking." I go, "Can you send the pictures?" And he sends the pictures. I'm like, "Holy shit!" So it's so bad that it went from dirty to dark gray to light gray to white and then turns to mold. That's aspergillus. So bad. And by the way, I don't want to tell him it should not be breathing that stuff, So I think we're going to go out there and fix it for him Sunday, but
Wow.
it's really bad. I mean, the pictures were amazing.
Well, I told the story about the house I lived in down in Missouri, didn't I?
No.
When we moved out,
Where
there
were you
was-
in Missouri?
there was mushroom growing out of the hardwood floors.
Ah,
Do you remember him ever talking about living in Missouri? When were you there?
no.
That's
Last we heard,
the-
closest we heard to that was when you were living with those broads, those old. You said those.
That was
old
that.
broads.
That's not. No, I lived down in DeSoto, Missouri. Let's see, this is about 5-6 years ago, 7 years ago, 8 years ago, maybe.
And who
and
did you
we-
live with?
With a friend of mine, her son.
Oh boy,
No, we weren't romantically. We just lived together.
you've lived with a lot of women.
I have. I lived with a lot of women.
Yeah,
Ooh,
and
She
every
had-
single one is, and you've left every one.
they
Why
left
did you-
me.
Why did you choose to leave?
They left me.
Oh,
They told me to get out.
so so you've lived with several women, but they've all told you didn't leave any of them. They all told you to get out.
Yep. Well, except for the last one. That's where Michelle and I had the fire and the house burnt down.
Oh.
She had somewhere to go, but she wanted me to come live with her and her boyfriend. And I'm like, I'm not living with your boyfriend. You guys don't have any running water.
So when was this? I don't know if I've ever heard this story. Hey, when were you living with a girl named Michelle and your house burned down? What happened there?
Oh, that was just let's see, I've been here a year or in a year. So that's when we lived in Granite City when the house burned down. So that would have been 4 years ago.
So that's where you smoked the crack and
No, that was Dupo, but that's the same person. Same person. We lived in Dupo. She had a big complex in Dupo, and she got sick with MS,
yeah.
and she had a gambling problem. So she sold this big complex, and we just kind of moved
Oh,
around.
that's right. I do remember hearing about the woman with the gambling problem. Yeah. So
Yeah.
she owned a big complex and she lost it.
Well, didn't really lose it. She
Gambling.
she wanted us to. I told her we didn't need such a big thing, which I really did because we had fucking 2 rental homes, but they were fucking. You want to talk about slumlord? I'm a slumlord, buddy. I didn't do shit. I didn't care what the fucking house looked like. She bought a fucking house off this auction.com for $2,000.
Okay. And then she turned it into
And
rental
then-
properties.
And well, then we fixed that. She only had about 10 grand in it, but she rented it, for like $700 a fucking month.
Well, good. So you were gambling that money away? Or what?
I wasn't doing it. She was. I wasn't gambling at all. I went gambling a couple of times. She'd get mad at me because I'd say, I'm done. Let's go home.
So you'd win. You'd hit the winning, and you'd keep your winning.
Fuck yeah.
Good for you.
Okay, get back to this. Sorry, we lived in a home down in the hollers in DeSoto, Missouri,
Yeah.
and it was really, really bad. And there was a small, like a pinhole water leak, I guess, in a water line in the wall between a bathroom and it was more like a modular home.
Right.
And when we moved out, the far back corner, we moved a bunch of shit, and there was fucking the hardwood floor was buckled, and there was mushrooms coming up through the floor.
Oh my God.
inside the fucking house.
Good Lord.
But that's the same place where she had a son that liked to ride 4-wheelers. He loved to play in the mud with the 4-wheeler. And one day he comes around, Steve, I found this great mud hole behind the house. I said, really? And what is it? She pointed out the window. I said, dude. I said, that's not mud, that's shit. So we had a septic system and the pump didn't work.
Oh, God.
So the water, I mean, the
This is the
actual
most
shit
disgusting story ever. I mean, this is terrible.
the actual shit didn't come out,
Oh,
but the
God.
water was always drained. It was only because I'd let it run down into the Mississippi River.
This is a terrible story. Oh, my God.
I could have sworn I told.
This is a terrible story.
I could have sworn I've told this story before.
No, I've never. So that's and then you guys moved to Granite City?
Then she bought a house in Granite City. Really nice house. Since she blamed me for the house burning down, I wasn't doing shit. Because I was so stoned. That's why the house burned down. If you would have been so goddamn fucking stoned, I didn't start the fire. She started the fire.
Wait a minute.
Steve didn't start the fire.
Yeah.
Popped into my head.
He was
Was it-
smoking weed and then the house burned down.
Steve, was the house insured?
What's that?
So I'm just saying that she bought a house, so she owned a house.
No, she didn't have insurance. Even though I paid her $400 a month for one room,
Right?
she didn't have homeowners insurance.
Oh, so you guys lost everything.
Yeah, except for clothes. I spent like months washing the stinky smoke smell out of my clothes.
So what caused the fire? What started
She
it?
was lazy, and she was cooking on the stove and let her grease boil over. It caught fire, and then she thought she was going to put it out by throwing a comforter on it that's made out of nylon. That was I hear screaming and the dog's running. So I grabbed the fucking dog, one dog I can, and throw it outside, and she's screaming at me. And I said, get the fuck out of the house! Get the fuck out of the house! I said, no, okay, get the fuck out of the house! Then the police were trying to drag her out of the house. She's worried about that dog.
So you're
What?
saying that she started and then she yelled at you and said it was your fault?
Yeah.
Why was it your fault?
We were sitting out there just watching the fucking house burn, of course. All the neighbors were around. And she said, this is your fault, God damn it.
The roof is on fire.
Right.
Exactly, that's what it was. And no motherfucker wouldn't go out.
Okay, but how was it your fault?
Because I was so stoned.
She started the fire, but she said that you were so stoned
It's my fault. Yeah.
that you couldn't
I
put the
didn't-
fire out, or what?
That's what I said. You couldn't put it back. I was just screaming for you. I said, I didn't hear you. I lived in another room.
So that's why it was your fault because.
Yeah. And he was so stoned. Then when we went back to the house,
My God.
the next day, I'm like, dude, I don't give a shit. I mean, I had a nice shot. I had a great big TV like what you had. I had Xbox and everything, all brand new. I thought my fucking weed better not burned. I had like fucking.
So you lost your TV and your Xbox, but all you were worried about was your weed.
Fuck yeah! I just bought like a fucking ounce.
It's his addiction.
That's a lot of fucking weed, man.
So-
You the fucking
So now today you're going back to the dispensary. That's all you need in life. It sounds like that's all he needs in life. As long as he gets his weed, everything else everything else can just go to hell. He doesn't care.
Right?
Steve didn't start the fire.
Oh yeah, but Brent, I know all about grease fires. This is like the fourth one I've been in.
Okay, what?
That's the three I started.
Maybe your lifestyle should cook with a little less grease.
Yeah, I don't fry anymore.
Oh my god.
Really.
Thank God.
I thought you're supposed to grab flour and use flour
Yeah, you are. Yeah.
Mhm.
to put them out.
The first time I just
bag of weed. Steve's life's better with a bag of weed.
Unbelievable. So at any point didn't you tell her to use flour? Or?
I just didn't get the fuck out. I didn't give a shit. The fucking kitchen was enraged, man. The house there wasn't a little fire, and they're talking. By the time my fat ass got there and got the dog outside and I'm back in, we're talking full raging fire, man. The police were already there telling us to get out and get across the street. I said, I can't stand. I said, can somebody bring my lawn chair? Son of a bitch.
So then you went outside and you just watched the house burn down.
Yeah, it took them like 4 hours to get the house fucking put out. It was total. I mean, the upstairs was totally gone, and then everything downstairs, of course, was flooded. Well, it was pretty fucked up. It was pretty fucked up. I didn't get to go in it because there's no.
They're afraid you'd go through the floor. Yeah, I'm sure.
Yeah, and there was so much water and shit. It was like slick. That was nice. I spent the night at the house because I didn't have nowhere to fucking go.
So where did you sleep?
In my truck.
Lord.
And that was the fucking next morning. And I fucking had to get up and go to the bathroom, and I shit in a lasagna pan.
And ladies and gentlemen, this is just a sample of the stories you get to hear on the subscriber shows. So subscribe. Please go to the link at the bottom of your screen.
Wait a minute. You just revealed that the house burned down
Uh-huh.
and you had to sleep in the truck. I'm just trying to put all the pieces together. So you had to sleep in the truck, and you said that no big deal because until you had to wake up and go to the bathroom, and then you had to shit in a lasagna pan.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
How exactly
That's
did
a
you?
jump Tanya.
How exactly did you shit in a lasagna pan? I mean, I have to know. I have to know.
Well,
Why?
And
Why,
where were
Ray?
you?
Why?
Just, I've got to ask. I have to ask.
Because I couldn't go in the house because they shut all
So there's no running water out
yeah,
there.
there's no running water, shut the power and everything off to the house.
Why didn't you go
So-
down the Quick Trip?
I wasn't going to make it that far. It was one of those rumble, I got to go. So I ran in. We had a big garage.
Yeah.
She used to buy stuff off auctions and stuff.
Yeah.
And she had like these 3 huge garbage bags full of lasagna pans. So I thought, okay, I'm in the garage. Nobody can see me. There's no one. I take my pants off and I kind of squat over the lasagna pan and just I hit it right in the pan.
Yeah.
And let me
And I
guess, you
took-
still didn't wipe after.
No,
No, I
use
used-
a skirt. Probably use
I
a
used a shop towel because it was really wet. It was
So then you use the shop towel to wipe with,
Yeah.
Lord.
and then you just left it in that garage.
I picked it up and I about puked in it. And I folded that pan up and I put it in the garbage can in that garage.
Yeah.
And then I left it. And I never went back.
Oh my God.
I
So
felt sorry
did you
for
ever
him.
tell her that?
I told her son, I said, man, what did that garage smell like when you guys went back? He said, oh, it smelled like shit in there. And I told him what I did. I don't know if he
Oh
ever
my
told.
God. Uh, uh,
Oh my God.
here's what Brent says. He says, one time I spilled gas on the sidewalk when I was filling the lawnmower. I moved the lawnmower far away and got a bucket of water. I lit the gas off and watched it burn for a minute. Then I threw the water on the fire, which washed the fire into the dry grass yard. And then he burned. And he just watched his. Why did you throw the fire on it? Why did you light the fire, for starters?
Yeah.
And secondly, why did you throw the water on it?
What kind of an idiot to do that? Just light the fire just because you spilled it on the sidewalk?
Just let it evaporate. It would evaporate.
Yeah.
I mean, we're not
It
going
will-
to single anybody out here, but I mean, we can think.
Well,
of
that's the
somebody
kind of
else
person that
do
would do it.
I'm
Yeah.
going to open my eyes.
I mean, it will evaporate eventually. Just let it go. Good Lord. This stuff is very chocolatey. This is really this. I usually drink the Fairlife every day, and I drink the high protein chocolate.
Uh-huh.
But they didn't have it yesterday, so my wife had to get the Fairlife Core Power,
Oh.
which is for those who get heavy workouts working on their core. You know,
Oh.
she got Core Power. That's what I'm drinking this morning.
Uh-huh.
It's so chocolatey.
Oh, really?
I mean, if you like really good, sweet tasting chocolate,
Oh.
here it is, right here. But it's
Cool.
too chocolate. Like on this liquid diet stuff, I usually like stuff that just doesn't have much of a taste. Just
Right.
But this is very, very chocolatey. So I'll give it a recommendation for people who like chocolate.
Oh.
And I like chocolate, but I'm trying not to eat any of it, because thank you, Brent. Thank you. My abs are feeling better because I'm on Core Power. Yeah, but it's just it's very chocolatey. So there's my recommendation. Yeah. I'm ready to work. I'm ready to go work out. I want to go next week, but
Well, that's not going to happen.
my calf is so messed up, dude. It's so messed up. Well, then I got surgery Wednesday. So even if I want to go, I'd go 2 days. I'm pretty much screwed.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Karen says you should dilute it with a little regular milk.
Well, I can't. I'm nowhere near the regular milk. I don't have, Well, I can't drink regular milk. I'm supposed to drink soy milk.
Okay, then dilute it with soy milk.
I'm nowhere near the refrigerator in my house. I don't even know I don't even know what I'm supposed to do. Good Lord. By the way, my dog's in here with me. My dog woke up because he had to be near me. And then he walked into this room and just fell asleep in his little dog bed that he got in the room. All right, so let's get back to Steve lighting the house on fire.
Oh, shit.
Almost killed everybody.
I did.
So let's get to after the fire. What happened? Who did you have to talk to? Did you talk to the fire department? Was it the police department?
Well, yeah.
She didn't have insurance, so she
didn't have any insurance. Uh-huh.
So she just lost the whole property and everything, huh?
Yeah, yeah. Well, she paid cash for it, and she sold it for cash, but she didn't make any money on it or anything. We did do some work to it, but she sold it as is, burned it up. So they tore it down and put another house there, or built another house. Or,
Oh, the people that bought it. Said, this is free land. Yeah.
It was really, really nice area. It was close to the park there in Granite City and everything,
Yeah.
close to the pool. Nice neighborhood. Nice house.
God. Except they used to have this one big fat stoner living there who
Believe me, Granite City has plenty of stoners.
Yeah.
I know.
How do you know?
Yes, they do.
Doesn't Rocky live there? He's a pretty big stoner.
Granite City is a pretty good stoner town.
Yeah.
I never had a problem finding it in Granite City.
If we've learned, I like what Brandon says. And if we've learned anything today, it's don't forget to take a lasagna pan with you. No matter where you go, bring a lasagna pan, everybody. In case of emergencies, remember, you can always defecate in a lasagna pan. That's the one thing we learned on today's show. How important good defecation and a lasagna pan are.
Well, it was clean. I guess I want to point that out. It was clean.
Take it from Steve.
You know, on South Park, how they got tally? It tells you to
Yeah.
always bring a towel.
Yeah.
We need a little cartoon character of a lasagna pan being like, don't forget to take a pan.
Bring a lasagna pan with you wherever you go.
Oh, boy. That almost sounds like a new drawing.
Yeah, I wish I had my marker so I could draw it.
Yeah.
I could draw
You draw the
the
visualization.
magical lasagna pan. This could be lasagna pan right here. You know what I mean?
And turns falling down.
Or I could erase the fire dwarf. You know what I mean? Just think about it. I could have put poop-filled lasagna pan. Yeah, Panny. Hi, I'm Panny. I'm Steve-filled lasagna pan. I'm Steve's friend. I'm gonna put the whole thing together for him.
I guess that kind of ruins ever me bringing lasagna anywhere.
No, I don't know. I'll tell you the lasagna.
And then you
though,
can
is-
throw Tally in there too, because Tally will remember him to don't forget to bring a towel, and he'll also get high with him.
Last night I was checking out Stainless and they started talking about the party and the lasagna. And I thought it was going to be, they're going to talk about how good lasagna is and how much Bubba loved it and everything. And, so I cranked it up
Yeah.
so my wife would hear it. And I'm like, here you go. And that's immediate. That's when they decided to stop talking about the lasagna and then start talking about other offensive things. And I had the
Oh,
volume
God.
cranked. I had cranked the volume and then they go into all kinds of stuff that, Jesus. I was like, here we go. They're going to talk about, they're going to talk about how much Bubba liked that lasagna. So I thought they'd bring that up. Oh, no.
I said it was good.
I can't remember what they went into, but they went into something so offensive. That it was impossible for me to
Imagine
turn it
that.
down. I mean, to turn it down to where my wife couldn't hear it. Good Lord. There wasn't enough time for me to reach over and turn down the volume. That's how bad it was.
Oops.
But my wife did make a lasagna for the Royal Rumble party that was so good. Dude, it was so good.
Oh, it was. It was very good.
And the fat people at the party, like me and Steve and Bubba, we loved it.
Oh, fuck yeah.
But I mean, a bunch of other people ate it too. And I thought I thought Christina would be telling Dan, oh, you missed some wonderful lasagna. Deidre made a fantastic lasagna. I was waiting for that stuff to go on. Oh, fuck no. Let's skip that. And
All I
get-
heard was this. Oh, I made these delicious wings that fall off the bone. And then I don't like buffalo sauce either. Oh,
yeah, because she started MFing me because I don't like that buffalo sauce.
yeah.
I think buffalo sauce tastes terrible. But I mean, I'm fine with anybody liking it. But I just don't like buffalo sauce. I'd have been happier if she'd have used barbecue sauce or something. I wasn't so. I thought the wings were fantastic.
Next time I
They were
will.
falling off the bones. They were falling off the bone. That would have been great. Yeah.
Yeah, but I could have ate like a big old chunk of that motherfucker.
Yeah, I'm glad she didn't hear that either. But yeah, lasagna was fantastic. So that's what I thought that she would talk about. Like even Bubba was complaining because he didn't get enough of it. You know what I mean? That would still be nicer than moving on to Steve farting in the chair and all the other stuff that was going on. It's just
We had a lot of stuff to go over, so
I turned it up so they can hear the critique of lasagna, and Dan wasn't there, so he could just tell that he didn't fucking care. You know, he's like, I don't fucking care. Her lasagna sound, who cares? Oh my god, this is what I turned them. This is what I turned it up for. Oh well, yeah. But it was,
Sorry.
but it sounded like a good show. Sounded like a good
I think it
show.
was.
Yeah. It was nice to see Dan alive.
And not avoiding you anymore, right?
Yeah, he was ducking me. Well, I think he still is ducking me, but yeah. I guess we'll see tonight's subscriber show if he'll actually show up. Did he have a comment about ducking me?
I thought he messaged you and said that he wasn't.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but I was wondering if he made a comment on
No,
Stan.
I don't think you.
I don't think he did. I don't remember.
I don't think it was even brought up, but there was some talk about a honeydew list, but there wasn't nothing to talk
Yeah.
about that ducking you.
And he did say if you ever get your Ethernet cable, he will come over and run it.
Yeah, he said he can't run the cable without the cable.
I have a cable. Yeah. Goose got a 100-footer.
Oh,
Oh,
Oh, so you already have the cable. Okay.
Cat 5. Goose got a Cat 5 100-footer. So yeah. But I don't know where it is. I'm not seeing it in here. I see the new sound. He bought a new. Hey, by the way, has Goose called you, Jason?
I think he might have sent me a message about something.
All right. Because he got a new system. He got a new microphone, a new soundboard, a sound effects machine, all kinds of stuff. And he's asking me how to hook it up, and I go, dude, I don't know how to hook. I don't know how to hook this up.
Oh
That's
no,
what
I
I'm
haven't gotten
telling.
anything from him.
I'm
No.
like, I'm the talent. I don't know how to hook any of this shit up. He goes, you got to show me how to hook this up. I said, I don't know. And I said, when I need stuff hooked up, I asked Jason to do it.
Mhm.
He goes, Jason, why would you ask him? I go, that's who I ask. I said, I don't do it myself. I said, I know if I'm going to do it, it's going to be all fucked up. So I tell him I asked Jason to do it. And then he's complaining, you know. So I say, well, ask Jason. He could show you how all this stuff gets set up. Well, how the fuck's Jason going to figure it out? He goes, how's Jason going to figure it out? I go, he reads. He goes, what's that mean? I go, he reads. There's instructions, I'm
And
sure.
not only that, but I run audio for my
Yeah,
wrestling
and
company.
it's
yeah.
by the way, here, I mean, if I could reach it, I would show you the stuff. It's not, it doesn't look that difficult, but it's, I could tell you, I'm so, what's the word I'm looking for? I'm so challenged with attention.
Technologically challenged.
No, I'm just, my attention deficit is so bad. It really is. I mean,
ADD.
I've got to get looked at or something because my attention just it wavers so bad. I can't even have conversations with people without switching subjects like 8 times just to in the easiest conversation. And so I don't, and when it comes to reading, oh, forget that. I'm not gonna read anything. So Goose was like, well, what the hell? How does Jason know that? I said, he reads. I said, he reads and he's done it before. I said, trust me, Jason will see these inputs and go, I know where this input's going to go or this input's going to go, because all the inputs are either USB or 1/4 inch or 1/8 inch. You know what I mean? It's all
Right.
that stuff. And I was telling him, I said, just let Jason look at it. He'll know exactly where it goes to get set up. Because I thought Goose said he was going to get equipment for his house, right?
That's what I understood.
Oh,
Yeah.
too. He said
He
he was
got
going to
the
set up a
equipment.
studio in his bedroom.
Yeah, he got the equipment and he brought it over here. He said, "This is the equipment he brought." He goes, which by the way was kind of offensive. He goes, "This is the equipment I prefer to use when at your house." And I go, "Wait, what about this? What about this?"
So
What
he's
about-
wanting this hooked up at your house.
Yeah. I go, what about this? What about this board? The board that I use for my stuff. I said, why not just hook it in pot number 2 of my board? Oh no. I got my own board. Oh my God.
Wow.
I'm like, what? And I go, well, why not? I said, what about the secondary mic I have? He goes, oh, I'm not going to use that shitty mic.
You should use it. He
I
said,
go,
because
now
he's
it's
always like this. He always leans over like this.
so now my mic is shitty and he doesn't want to use it. Oh, in fact, it's over there. He moved it.
Huh?
He moved my mic over that far table. So I'm like, oh my God, so it went from I got this new stuff to your stuff is shitty and I don't want to use it. I want to use mine. And I'm like, well, I can't tell you how to hook it up. I said, call Jason. So I was just wondering if he reached out to you and got it.
No, he hasn't.
Of course, he may just want to pay attention to how it gets set up. And then he could set it up at either his house or mine.
Oh, yeah.
But I'm under the impression that he wants to set it up here and just when he comes in, which isn't a bad idea. When he comes in, he'll use
His setup.
his setup. So then he'll stop fucking up mine because since he used it, my mic was overpowering.
Huh.
Yeah.
I don't know if you guys have heard it.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You've heard it today?
Not today.
No, not
Okay.
today.
Yeah, you gotta,
No, the other
you gotta let me know. You gotta let me know when it overpowers like that because, this is ridiculous. But he's also got this thing that has you hit little buttons and it has sound effects like it's got applause and buzzers and all that crap, which is nice because we have the best sound when Jason's on the show. Like today, we have all those sound effects. Like if someone gets an answer wrong or if someone says something
Right.
that's tragic, you hear
Nobody does that, though. Oh, I would love that.
didn't we just have someone say they took a shit in a lasagna pan?
Yeah, I take a dump before I come.
Yeah, we have these clips that Jason has on his soundboard. We have those clips. But now this would be for Goose's trivia specifically. He's got his. Got the correct bell. He's got the incorrect buzzer. Yeah. And so it is nice that he's got that now, but we just got to get it hooked up. So
Right.
I told him, he goes, how would you get it hooked up? I said, I'd call Jason. That's how I get all my. I said everything that's in the studio now has been hooked up by Jason. I haven't hooked any of it up. I let a professional handle it. Because Jason went to school for this. He learned it. He knows how to do it. I
took communications and media at the vocational center.
Yeah,
My junior and senior year in high school.
my 30 years of broadcasting, I didn't set anything up. I had engineers do it. I had, producers who went to school. That's who set everything up. I didn't fucking do it.
I have an uncle in Arizona who's a professional audio engineer too.
Yeah, that's who I let set. I've written and recorded songs. Okay, I didn't run the connections or set up anything. I just wrote the music. Then I had professionals do it. I mean, I don't know what the hell's wrong with him. I have professionals handle it. That's how you do things. So he asked me, and I said, "Call Jason. That's what I do." Jason's the engineer, and this is what I tell everyone. By the way, anybody who needs anything taken care of, call Jason. That's what Jason's in charge of. If you look at this, is like if Christina went and got a new setup, I'd say call Jason. I
Oh,
don't
my
know.
word too.
I don't know anything about that, you know. Oh well. So Goose was somehow I don't know why he was under the impression that I would know anything about that. But we know that I gotta run the line from my living room to my studio. But we have Goose got Cat 5. And I'm like, I said, did somebody drop that off? He goes, no, I just got it from Amazon. He goes, where you should have gotten it from. He goes, you're sitting there waiting for people to bring his bike. He goes, just because I just went to Amazon and bought some. I said, oh my God. Fat Sexy says, you should have Jason make sounders. Well, Jason makes sounders for every show. He can have Steve saying different things when you're wrong or right. Yeah, well, we do have a board full of Steve's stuff that Jason has.
Oh yeah.
Like all that stuff about poop.
I want to see the poop picture.
Yeah. Remember the poop picture stuff? That was all recorded in 2020.
Poop pants.
That was all stuff recorded from 2020. So here it is, 2023, and we're still in 2023. You can still hear regularly a comment from Steve on the poop. So he's got a whole board of Steve sounds, and he's still looking for more. I mean, what's the latest one?
The latest
Yeah, I
one,
take a dump before I come.
Yeah,
the most recent one that I got on there.
Oh Lord.
And it's not just Steve that I have sound clips of either.
No,
I mean,
we
I've
know
got
you
some
have-
Christina.
Oh, fuck me.
yeah, we have Christina clips.
Mm-hmm.
Those sound nice. It's
I can eat dicks.
now it's time for another Christina clip.
I've got some classic Jim ones.
My ass is really sore.
Yeah, look at it. We got Jim the Photographer classic clips from
Yeah.
1996. Yeah.
What a loser.
So, and this is all on Jason's sound effects board. I would love to watch you pack fud. By the way, Fat Sexy says, Fat Sexy says every show could be new and different. People tune in just to hear Steve mumble things about poop. Let me say, I wonder what he's going to mumble about today. Yeah.
If Steve can smoke weed, I can eat dicks.
I always get the ass out first.
It is. I gotta tell you, I like what DA says. In 2023, we can still hear Jimmy.
Yeah.
All I'll say is just wait. There are clips where we did a bit on the air at QLZ. We did a bit where it was a week and Jimmy died. And when he was Buckethead, he put a bucket on his head. And there was a time during the run of him being Buckethead where we acted like he died. And everyone was talking about him past tense. And he was saying, well, I'm not dead. I'm right here. I'm right here. And I'm waiting till I find that show. And this is in 2000. Maybe it's 2003. I cannot wait to find that show because I want to take some clips off of that.
Well, just send me the audio file once you find it.
I know once I find it, I want to pull clips off it.
Wrap it up.
Because I'm doing all 1998 right now. The whole year 1998 is the one I'm working on. And this is every
I
day.
like that supple ass.
Thanks, Sean. Every day I'm
Back
trying
to
to
you.
find clips. So, and there's some good clips from 1998. There's a lot of TV's Gay Sean on there, which is the bit we used to do on the old show. It'd be like, "Good morning, I'm TV's Gay Sean. I hope you
It's
all have
quite
dirty
rude.
Sanchez today," or whatever the hell he would say. Oh, was that George Takei? I just heard George Takei.
Yeah.
It's quite rude.
And I'm a professional, so kids, don't try this at home.
So you see, you still hear Jimmy in 2023.
Yeah.
That feels nice, And Jimmy's passed away. Sean passed away. We have clips from him. It's like he's right here.
I've got a couple Nikki clips still.
You got Nikki clips, yeah.
I always swallow.
Nikki's passed away, but it's like she's still here with us.
I love the piping hot in my box.
We got to get some Mikey and RTQ clips and put them on there.
Yeah.
I'll get you some good ones. I got you know what bit I heard the other day?
Which one?
The bit where Mikey shit the bed. It was a bit. We were doing a bit in 1997 where Mikey admits shitting his bed. He goes out and gets so drunk. And he comes home drunk and goes to sleep naked. And then while he's dreaming of taking a dump. And he goes right there in the bed. It's the craziest.
Number one rule when you're dreaming: if you have to go to the bathroom in the dream, do not use it.
I'm telling you, it's nuts.
I learned that.
And that was Who's Lying. It was Who's Lying. And he tells this story, and it's so disgusting. And then none of us knew. Well, I think our producer knew. When we used to do a bit called, we should do this bit on this show, by the way. This is a bit I came up with in 90. When did I do? 92, I think. And here was the bit. 3 members of the show would all tell a story, okay? And they'd be the craziest stories, okay? And the producer of the show, it was either the producer or one of the interns, whichever one was not responsible for telling the story. They would go to one of the people and say, "You're lying." And everybody else would have to tell a truth. Like, for example, we would do the Who's Lying. When Rocky was a producer, he would look at the people that are all telling stories, and he'd go to one of us and he'd say, "You're lying." But nobody else would know. So there'd be Jim, me, Mikey, you know what I mean? So we would all tell a story, and then the listeners would have to call in after hearing the stories, and they'd say, Jim's lying, or Ray's lying, or whatever. And on this, so we didn't even know. Like, I didn't know that who was going to be lying. And Mikey tells this outlandish story of shitting his bed. And I'm like, well, obviously Mikey's lying. That can't be a true story. You know what I mean? There's no way that's true. And then to find out, because it's like, you go, "Jimmy, were you lying?" And Jimmy goes, "No, it was absolutely." And so Jimmy told a story that sounded so much like a lie.
Well, wasn't it the one where he got beat up by the guy in the wheelchair?
No, that was true. That was true.
No, I mean, wasn't that the story he told that we thought was a lie?
I thought that was later, but I don't know. I can't. But if that was one of the ones he told, yeah, it was the guy in the wheelchair beat him up.
Wow.
But you just assumed that it was Jimmy, and then you like, all right, there's Mikey was lying. The person on the phone picked Mikey as the liar. I think that we got 3 people on the phone, and all 3 of them picked Mikey as the liar. And then it turned out that Jim was the liar, but Jim was like Jim told a story of him doing something normal. You know what I mean? It was just like, it was like a normal story. And so you're like, well, there's no way Jim's lying. That's something that regular people do normally. And of course, he was the one that was lying because God forbid he do something normal. And poor Mikey it was the truth that he shit his bed. But I'm just saying we should take that and grab some clips from it. Because I think during the story he goes, and that's when I realized I was the one who shit the bed. But he doesn't say shit. He says, so whatever. He says, I messed or I pooped or whatever his words are.
Defecated in the bed.
Yeah, I defecated in the bed. He goes, and that's when I realized I defecated in the bed. That's a great clip if we could pull it off. But yeah.
There was the time where Jim revealed that he'd asked a girl when the last time she douched was.
Oh my God, yes. Yeah, so it's we should, but I'm saying we should do that bit again.
Yeah.
We should, you know what I mean? Like to have Steve.
Yeah, it'd be fun.
Yeah, think about it. We'd have
I got a quick tale on that.
have Steve, Dan, and Jason all tell a story, and one of them's lying. And so I don't know who's lying. The listeners don't know who's lying. You know what I mean? Or else
Well, who's going to tell us who's supposed to be lying then?
Christina,
Oh, okay.
whichever one isn't telling the story. Or else say we have Jason, Christina, and Steve tell story. Dan would be the one who tells you, Jason, you're lying. You know what I mean? And then you guys would tell the story, and we'd have to figure out which one's lying. Or else if we tell, if it's Dan, Jason, or Christina, Steve would be the one to tell you who's lying. So, but I wouldn't know either. That way, it's me and the listeners getting the surprise of who's lying, like playing the game. So, Stice says, but we can't understand Steve. Why are you rubbing your vape down your face? Did you see him just doing that?
Yeah, I just saw him doing that.
Like it was romantic. What are you doing?
He's like,
Romantic. Why are you rubbing your vape off? What are you pretending that vape is? Is your
No,
all over your face?
it's not a vape. It's my pipe.
It's what you
Okay.
smoke pot out of.
same thing.
No, if this is flowers, this is all nasty. It's supposed to be
Still,
clear.
it's something you put in your mouth and puff on, right?
It's what you puff to get pot out of.
Yeah. That's all supposed to be clear. But all that shit's going in my lungs.
Yeah, congratulations.
Well, maybe you should clean the damn thing every once in a while.
And I know I need to.
You're rubbing
Yeah.
against your face like it's some sort of video we shouldn't be watching. You're like, why'd you put your hands up cupping the balls?
Stoner porn.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Looks like he's giving himself a facial with the hash pipe or whatever. Bum 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 bum. I got my hash pipe. And then how about the other day when Steve just pops out? Oh yeah, that's like the time I just smoked heroin or whatever.
Well, that was at the party when he said
Yeah,
that.
that was at the party. He said it. Yes.
Yeah.
Oh my
When
God.
he was first smoking the wax. He's like, "Oh, this is just like smoking heroin."
I
Who would share
mean
that?
the concept of it, not
Who
the.
would share that? Who would share that at a party?
Me and Bubba and Christina and Jason.
And
That's
me.
not.
And-
Yeah.
But I had a live cam going, and you
I didn't know. I just thought you were that. No, and I didn't say. I said. I meant the whole heating the pipe up and dipping it in the wax, not the whole high, that type of deal.
So you've tried heroin
Smoked it, yes.
and you've tried
Meth.
crack and meth.
My crack was made by my next door neighbor. He just brought it over.
He said, "Hey, try this,"
Yeah, he said, "Here, try this."
and you're like,
Oh,
"Well,
cool.
certainly, of course."
Yeah.
I was
That's what we did it in my garage. It was my man cave.
Mhm.
And one time we were doing it, and son of a bitch had fucking $25 worth of crack, and somebody opened the door and a fucking punk ass kid threw it in my fucking fire burner. A whole fucking rock. Are you dumb son of a bitch? What did you do with that? Oh, I didn't know who that was. Don't worry about it, motherfucker. Nobody gonna come in my garage that doesn't know I already do it. Don't fucking throw fucking
So,
meth away.
what was the thing the DA put up? DA says, I just realized something. Why is Christina on the bottom corner? Isn't she supposed to be on top next to Ray?
Here, we'll
Oh,
fix
fuck
that.
it.
Yeah.
Who gives a shit?
You do.
Like he starts off, he's just fine with it.
Maybe I should just leave the fucking show.
Oh, fuck, here we go.
Here we go.
Yeah. Aaron says he remembers when Jim photographed his buddy's wedding and partied in Tower Hill all weekend and missed work that next month. I remember that. And ended up missing work on Monday. Well, then there was a time he did the dance in Mount Pulaski. He DJ'd a dance, and then he was getting all these high school kids stoned. And he disappeared for a while. We don't know where he went. He was just gone. And then one day he showed up. I had a great time. It's like, what the heck? What do you mean you had a great time with a bunch of high school kids? Yeah, there was some future stoners in that crowd. Oh,
I remember
man.
the time that Jim was at the Seven Dust concert and blew up his ass.
Oh my God. Who couldn't forget that?
Now I do have like the audio of you guys recommending like the movie titles that he should watch while he was taking care of his.
The bit where he's in the hospital, right?
Uh-huh.
And we call him and run down the movie titles.
Yeah.
Did you ever hear this, Steve? Did you ever hear that bit? This is right after Jimmy blew his ass up.
Oh, yeah.
He was in the hospital and we called him
Oh my God.
and we decided to share this bit with him. Is that what it is, Jason?
Yeah, I just got to find it here real quick.
Oh
in the
my
folder.
God. So we start sharing the names of the movies. This is while he's still in the hospital. I tell you, I just can't believe he didn't, kill us. Because it does not seem like it did not seem like the proper time to run bits in front of somebody. After his ass was blown up. Poor Jimmy. Had a great sense of humor, though, I'll tell you what. Even when he was going through the whole thing and getting fired, we would call him.
I think this is it here.
All right, Jimmy, you ready?
I'm ready. I'm working out. I'm doing laps right now too.
Are you walking?
Wait, no.
Yeah,
This was
Right.
after the
trying to
accident.
push everything downstairs.
And for those just tuning in, Jim has to have a bowel movement before he leaves.
It's after his surgery.
Taking from Chile.
Because if he has it, they're gonna let him leave today.
Right.
He can actually go to his house. That'd be nice, wouldn't it, Jimmy?
Yeah,
All right, here we go. Firecracker stunt
I've got my medicine there.
sends man to hospital.
This has a whole story too.
It's hard to feel sympathy for you when everybody knows you just want to go home and smoke weed. All right, Jim the photographer, an on-air personality, WQLZ FM 92.7, was listed in good condition Monday at Memorial Medical Center after sparks from a bottle rocket burned his buttocks Sunday. Blah, blah, blah. Accident occurred 5 p.m. outside the Expo building before station sponsor concert featuring rock bands, blah, 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 blah. The bottle rocket exploded on the launching pad, said Jim, 49. Whose real name is, and then they listed your real name.
I shouldn't have done that.
They did. and the launching pad was my rear end.
He's always been so good with words, right?
Okay, now this is gonna make you mad, all right?
What's that?
From that point on, they refer to you as your last name throughout the story.
My parents wouldn't even like it.
They especially wouldn't like.
Yeah, in light of the situation,
They say,
I just hope the Peoria paper doesn't get a hold of it.
There'll be another shameful death in Peoria before the week's over.
so they say your last. They say your last name throughout the article. I just thought I'd let you know. So I should probably read it verbatim. You know. It says Bottle Rocket exploded on the launching pad, said Jim 49. His real name is Jim McGill. The launching pad was my rear end. So McGill routinely performs physically punishing stunts on Ray Lyttle's Morning Disaster. On Sunday, he was shooting bottle rockets from his buttocks atop the station's promotional Hummer vehicle, a pre-show stunt he typically does for those waiting in line at concerts. I've done this more than 100 times and have never had any trouble.
and I'm a professional, so kids, don't try this at home.
Said McGill was passionate, was broadcast over the air via a live remote. The stunt began with several successful launches assisted by 2 other WQLZ employees. It's not brain surgery how you do it, said Mikey Austin, also a Morning Disaster personality. Jim traditionally lodges a tube in his buttocks into which bottle rockets are inserted and then launched. However, Morning Disaster host Ray Lytle said he was told this particular rocket had more sparks than usual, some of which apparently went down the launching tube.
Wow.
The fireworks said to have gone off only 5 to 10 feet away from McGill's buttocks. McGill, who suffered burns on his buttocks, cheeks, and anus.
3rd-degree burn.
Was taken by ambulance to Memorial, where he underwent surgery at 12:30 a.m. Monday. Actually, your surgery is much later than that, Jimmy. I know, because I was there. He went into surgery late, and he didn't get out until, he got out.
That'd be close to 2.
I think it was a little later than that because I went to eat in the cafeteria with Gas Girl, and we were it was 2:00. We were in the cafeteria at 2:00. So I distinctly remember her just saying, her looking at the clock and saying, well, it's 2, we should go see if Jim's out yet. You should have seen the surgeon's face when he found out who he operated on, said Susie Pollitt, a friend of Jim's who was with him in the hospital Monday. Boy, I've seen a whole different view of him, is what he said.
Yeah, he came in and shook my hand later.
Jimmy, this is funny.
Surgeon.
Jimmy, this is funny. Pollitt, who is also known as Guest Girl Susie.
As who?
Guest Girl.
No, that's Gas Girl.
Yeah, Guest. She's known as Gas Girl, GAS. Gas Girl, because Susie has the uncanny ability to break wind on demand. So we call her Gas Girl.
She can do it.
I'm looking for a correction in tomorrow's paper where they do the little correction. I'm sorry, but straight to the register like
inadvertently reported that Susie Pollitt as Guest Girl. Her real name is Gas Girl.
We ought to call it demand
she can fart on demand.
Correction put in the paper.
You guys, can you pause it, please?
Guest Girl Susie of the Morning Disaster said she.
I just want to say that Gas Girl, I swear to God, you guys, I would do a thing where I'd go, dun, and I could pause the Gas Girl like dun, 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 dun. She could literally, she had that much control and could fart on demand. It's pretty impressive. All right, anyway, go ahead, Jason.
Helped take care of McGill during his recovery. He was kept Monday for observation and is expected to return home today. See, Jimmy, even they're saying that you're going to return home today.
All right.
Glenn Gardner, general manager of Midwest Family Communications, the company that owns WQLZ, declined comment on the accident, citing employee matters and health issues. Yeah, Jim's not, or Glenn's not allowed to.
He's not legally allowed to talk.
Because listen, people, it's a workman's comp thing that Jimmy was injured, so Glenn can't comment on it. But he did show us the insurance report, which is flat out one of the funniest things I've ever seen.
Yes.
Oh yeah, the ambulance guys referred to it as the 911 call of the year.
Yeah.
And I routinely have like 4 students come in at a time. This is unusual. You don't see something like this very often.
Now let's get a close-up look at this man's rectum.
Ahmed comes in, checks him over.
Wait a minute. Can we get tape from the 911 call?
I wonder if there's any way to get tape for the 911 call. I'd love to have that.
That would have been Norm, because Norm's the one that made the call.
It says Lytle, also WQLZ's program director, said disciplinary action was taken. One of the employees atop the Hummer with McGill at the time of the accident was suspended. It says, I suspended this person not because they did anything to hurt Jimmy, but I thought it was bad judgment. They were not watching out for everything that was going on. And I can qualify that because I said it. Mikey can tell you, he's done this before. No one was suspended because Jim got hurt. Jimmy getting hurt was an accident. It happens, But there are certain things you have to do. There are certain things you have to do when you are doing these mobile unit bits. And the main thing you have to do is listen to Jim, the photographer. And Mikey can tell you, because Mikey and Shaner did this for years. And the number one rule is when Jimmy decides you're not going to do something, you don't do it.
Yep, red light.
And there are things that have to be done. And then there were some people involved that did not follow rules that we've set. Okay, so that's what happened. Morning Disaster Guru spoke with McGill in the hospital by telephone on the air during the Monday morning show. Some listeners, though, still believe this is yet another of the Morning Zoo's pranks. After all, the crew mourned McGill's death on March 29th, reportedly caused by severe rectal trauma.
John Edwards has nothing on us, man.
We joked about the rectal trauma, and then he ends up with a burn on his butt. Like, actually, I think my quote was we joked about rectal trauma, and then he ends up getting his ass all burnt up. Lytle said, that's really all it is. Nobody believes it, McGill said. Jim said, they feel like I'm crying wolf again. And it's like, oh, yeah. So, Jimmy, you know what? It's not that bad, Jimmy. I think it's a nice little article. I mean, yeah, you look like a mugshot. And, yeah, it's embarrassing because they say your name. And they, they talk about your ass quite a bit and your anus. And
aside from that, it's a great article. I'm sure.
That's what I was saying. That's a nice little article.
At least they didn't put a picture of it in there.
You're talking about,
At least they didn't put a picture of your butt. They could have done that.
Yeah, I'm surprised they didn't.
You're talking about the call to 911. Well, I'm the one that made that.
Oh.
And I remember when I told him what happened to him, the person on the other end was trying so hard not to laugh. You could tell.
I got
All those people need a good chuckle.
I'll tell you what, I got a friend who works 911, and if he took the call, he would have laughed.
Who was it?
He would have laughed.
Somebody we know?
Yeah, but I'm not going to say his name on the air, but he would have laughed.
Oh, listener Dana showed up to.
She asked me, she's like, well, what's the problem? I'm like, well,
was a woman. It wasn't my buddy.
She said, well, what's the problem? I was like, well, he kind of burned himself.
My friend shot a firecracker out of his butt. And now he's on fire.
His ass.
All right, so I was like, oh, where did he burn himself exactly? So I was like, well,
in his anal region.
He burned his butt. It's like, and how exactly did he do this? Well, we were launching fireworks out of his butt.
Oh, God, how funny. Well, Jimmy, you know what? And I got to be honest, Jimmy, considering you were on morphine, you had a very funny line. I'll tell you. The line, the bottle rocket exploded on the launching pad, and the launching pad was my rear end. It's a very, very funny quote for someone who's on a narcotic.
Oh, thanks, Ray.
Usually, people not funny when on, Hard
Steve and
drugs
Jimmy
like
were
that.
the only two that were funnier on.
It's hard to
Well,
be funny.
I'm surprised he's not funny all the time then, right? Because he's always on drugs.
He's not. There's a big difference between pot and morphine, right, Jimmy?
Oh, big difference.
And with morphine, someone else is picking the dose as opposed to the pot.
Yeah. I just smoked one
It's
more.
Dude,
it's a
he
buffet level
was-
dose.
He had a considerable amount of morphine.
Yeah, I
Considerable.
did.
He was floating. Yeah, I talked to him yesterday, early, and then I talked to him later. He goes, "Oh, I hadn't talked to you today," and I'm like, "What?" I'm like, "Hey, you talked to me this morning." Hey, somebody's mowing in the hallway again. I don't know. What's up, buddy? Haven't talked to you. I'm like, "I'm fine, Jimmy." Yeah, super. I'm in the hospital. I know, Jimmy. I've been there to see you. Oh, hold on a second. What? Okay. Who are you talking to? I don't know. Some guys here. And he's not talking to anybody.
I wonder how many times he's asked down there if he can smoke pot for medicinal purposes. Yeah, well, this pot, if I smoke pot, would it make me better?
I have glaucoma of the ass. Someone give me a prescription.
Bloody eye.
He has brown eyes.
Glaucoma of the brown eye. Can I get a prescription, please? I want some of that. I want some of that powdery stuff. Ah. Give me some Alberta Gold, or whatever they call it. And then
Oh my God.
we came up with some movies for you, though. These are movies for people who, have had their ass blown up, like you, Jimmy.
So here's when we go. We give it back.
It's a good movie.
And we all put our heads together on this.
We
Jim.
did. You got the list? Give me the list. Are you
All
going to
right.
read the list?
I can read the list if you want.
I just don't want to blurt out some in advance that are on the list.
Right. Well, here, would you like to do it, Ray? I can give you
Well,
the
let me
list.
just
There's one for you to add to it.
let's see.
We'll do that in a little bit. That we can put that one on our other list. All right. This is the list of
The
movies.
music's lame.
These actually exist, Jimmy. So you can go out and get these.
Jimmy's music's lame.
There you go.
'Cause I like to do is lay here.
All right.
Movies
This is
are good for me to pass my time.
All right, everyone. Movies for people who've blown their ass up like Jim.
Jimmy will love the first one.
First movie is what?
Up in Smoke.
Up
Oh,
in
of course.
Smoke.
Yes.
Yes. Cheech Chong, weed. Up in Smoke.
Yeah, good movie, classic movie.
Then there's The Ring.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, The Ring.
Right.
It's a good movie. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
The Ring.
And Mikey suggested this one actually, Firestarter.
Firestarter's a good one.
Firestarter.
Yeah.
How would that be a movie?
Drew Barrymore puts a bottle rocket in Jim.
Yeah.
It's a good one.
Reign of Fire.
Rain
Oh,
of Fire.
yeah.
I had the Rain of Fire.
Yeah.
I experienced the Rain of Fire.
The Towering Inferno.
Towering Inferno.
Here you go, Jimmy. You'll like this one. This is a Disney film.
Oh, Jimmy Disney.
Holes.
Holes, love that one. Yeah, great movie.
Plural.
Man, these movies just hurt thinking about.
And I did a little research. There's actually a movie called Bottle Rocket.
There is a movie
There's
called
a
Bottle
movie called
Rocket.
Bottle Rocket. So that's on the list too, Jimmy.
Man, these movies just bring back bad memories.
Well, I think this one will work better.
You'll
This
like
one's
this one.
this one's in theaters right now, actually.
All right.
Man on Fire.
Oh, man, Denzel.
Oh, yeah.
What do you think of that?
No, man, that's painful. Just thinking about him.
Okay. Well, I got another Disney movie.
Right.
The Black Hole.
Oh,
Oh,
good
yeah.
one.
Yeah.
Ah,
The cute little robot.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. The Robot.
The robot, with emphasis on the butt.
Backdraft.
Oh, Backdraft.
Huh?
Backdraft, Jimmy.
What do you think of that?
Yeah.
oh
that's
man,
good.
I had it back. These movies are painful.
What about that one with Harlan Williams in it? Rocket Man.
Yeah.
Rocket Man, there you go.
Oh man, ouch.
Yep.
Ah.
Jimmy, you like Steven Seagal, right?
Oh yeah.
Okay. He did a movie called Exit Wounds.
Absolutely.
Oh man.
And he's on here twice because he also did this movie called Fire Down Below.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, it's hurting down there.
And finally, last but not least, I've got it's a disaster flick. It's a great movie. Deep Impact.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
So there you go.
Yeah.
There's your
Those are all
With
good
an
ones.
asteroid hitting Earth.
an asteroid.
The others is on the ass.
Mm-hmm. So there you go. Those are some movies you can watch.
Jimmy, we also came up with some movies that
They should make.
they should, after your incident, they might make.
Just to help you.
Oh
out.
yeah.
With your inspiration, Jimmy.
We've got. Let me see. What's the one you just came up with, Mikey? Yeah. All right. This is the top 10 list actually. Blown up on the 4th of July.
Oh, good one. Yeah.
Blown up on Mother's Day. But,
Well, yeah. Okay.
What the
Mother's
hell?
Day.
Yeah, it was Mother's Day. When
Number 9 on the list. Bruce Willis. Fry Hard.
Oh yeah, Fry Hard.
yeah.
Be a good one.
The
Bruce
Harrison.
Willass.
Yeah.
Starring in that one.
Willis. This is the Harrison Ford film that was out a few years ago.
You mean a Harry
Oh, that's
Rears?
Harrison
You
Ford.
mean Harry Rearson
Harrison
Ford?
Rears. Harrison Ford.
Harrison Ford.
And Michelle Pfeiffer was in it.
Michelle Pfeiffer was in it.
It's called What Burns Beneath.
Oh yeah. That's a good one.
Oh, yeah.
Number 7, also Bruce Willass movie.
Oh, Bruce Willass is the best movie.
Tears of the Buns.
Oh yeah, Tears of the Buns.
Here's a. No, they're not.
All right, 6. This is a Star Wars movie.
Oh, Star Wars.
I love Star Wars.
By George Lucas.
Yes.
Oh, great filmmaker.
Episode 5.
Harrison Ford also making appearances.
Yes,
that
he
one.
does. Star Wars Episode 5. The Rocket Strikes Ass.
Oh, The Rocket Strikes Ass.
Yeah.
I was hoping that was one of the ones that starred Carrie Fisher, but she was not in that
I
one.
don't think she was in that one. No. Let's see here. Number 5 on the list. Michelle Pfeiffer. Back on the list again.
Oh yes.
Dangerous Hinds.
Oh, Dangerous Hinds, a fine movie.
Oh.
This one's a recent film. Internal Sunshine in the Spotless Hind.
Oh, fine, fantastic. Starring Jim Reary.
Yes.
Yes.
Jim Reary's in that. Number 3 on the list, starring Ashton Kutcher. Dude, where's my ass?
Yeah. There's part of it over there. There's part of it over there. Part of it over there.
Yep.
Oh man, my ass is hurting thinking about it.
Dude, where's my sphincter?
Dude, where's my sphincter? Dude. Sweet. Dude. Sweet.
All right. Nicole Kidman.
Yeah. Nicole
Kidman. And Tom Blues.
Tom. Oh yeah, I like that.
Brown Eyes Wide Shut.
Oh yeah. Brown Eyes Wide. Fine film.
And this last one's a foreign film, Jim.
Uh-oh,
Number 1 on
foreign
the
film.
list. It's a foreign film.
Oh yeah.
Crouching Photographer, Hidden Anus.
Oh yeah, that's a good one. Yep.
Oh.
Oh, yeah.
There you go.
Sylvester Stallone movie. Stop or my ass will shoot.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yes, stop or my ass will shoot.
That's a good one.
So there you go, Jim.
Congratulations.
Man, my ass is really hurting now.
You probably get those from different, Sure, you can rent those.
Yeah.
Caller, go ahead. Hello.
Yeah, Ray, you missed one of the obvious ones
Oh,
for Jim's
what was another one I forgot?
Blazing Saddles.
Oh, absolutely. That's a good one. Hello, good morning.
Hello?
Yeah, go ahead.
I got a good one. My Hole in Stitch.
Absolutely. Yeah. Oh, a Disney film. That's a great Disney film.
That's a great one.
Absolutely. You like that one. My Hole in Stitch. What about the cute little alien?
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
Fantastic. 629-8200 if you have any more to add to the list. I don't know how anybody's going to beat My Hole in Stitch. My Hole in Stitch, a pretty one to go out on. Hi, good morning.
That's a good one.
Yeah, I got a good one.
All right.
Revenge of the Turds.
Thank you. All right.
Oh, they've been getting their revenge too. Even the sequel is very painful.
There you go, Jimmy. A list of movies for you. Our listeners care. They go out of their way to care for you, Jimmy.
And I would.
Because they love you. Hi, good morning. Who's this?
This is Tony.
What do you got, Tony?
Man, I was just like really disappointed that no one mentioned Ashes of Fire from the South Park movie.
Asses of Fire.
Yeah.
That's right. Starring Terrence and Phillip. Thank you. A fine film. Hi, good morning. You got another movie to add to our list? Go ahead.
Hello.
Yeah, what do you got?
Well, actually, all the good movies have been taken, but I was wondering if I could request a song for Jim.
All right, what is that?
Behind Brown Eye.
Yeah.
Behind
Brown eyes. No one knows how it feels.
Good morning. Hello. Caller, go ahead.
Yeah, I was thinking Kevin Bacon, Hollow Can.
Okay.
Hollow King.
Yeah.
It's a fine movie,
That's
Jimmy.
a good one. I like
It's a
that.
good one, too.
I do like that.
Jennifer Jason Pooh, or Jennifer Pooh, whatever the hell her name is. Elizabeth Pooh. Hello, good morning.
Kevin Baked Ass.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hello.
Kevin Baked Ass.
Hey, Ray.
Yeah.
I'd like to request a song.
All right, what do you got?
How about In Through the Outhole?
In Through the Outhole, Led Zeppelin. Thank you.
Oh, no.
Hello, good morning.
Yeah, I got a movie for you.
All right.
What about Drew Barrymore and Firefighter?
Thank you. Stephen King movie.
Oh, wow.
My ass is throbbing again.
Hello,
I'm
good
taking
morning.
a Viking. Yeah, Weekend at Bernie's.
We
Oh, man.
Should
Hello,
have
good
been
morning.
weekend at Jimmy's.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, I got a movie for you.
All right.
Ram Bud.
Thank you. Fine Sylvester Stallone movie. Hello.
Hi, I have a movie.
Yeah.
How about Honey, I Blew Up My Ass with Rick Moranis?
Sorry, Rick Moranis.
It's actually Rick Lassanus.
Honey, I blew up my ass. What a fine Disney film. Boy, Disney makes the best movies. Hi, good morning.
And the remake, Honey, I Shrunk My Sphincter.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, good morning.
Shattered.
Go ahead, caller.
Hello.
Yeah.
Rump Friction.
Rump Friction.
That's a pretty good one. Starring John Travolta.
John Travolta.
Hello, good morning.
Yeah, I got one. It's a soap opera.
All right.
As the Ass Burns.
Absolutely. Hello, good morning. As the Ass Burns, a fine soap opera. That's a really good one. What? You mean you're not dead?
That doesn't smell that way.
Hello, good morning.
Yeah, how you doing?
Go ahead, buddy.
I have a movie for Jim.
All right.
What about Mr. Holland's anus?
All right, Richard, try fast. There you go, Mr. Holland's Anus, a fine film. Hi, you're on the air.
Yeah, what about Vin Diesel and Fast and the Furious?
Thank you.
Hello. Hey, Ray, this is P-Girl.
All right, what do you got, P-Girl?
Actually, people had an idea.
All right.
Who thinks that you need to make sure Jimmy is really okay by having an on-air enema?
Oh, that poor Jade Killer.
Oh, yeah.
I can't do that.
And then you can have enema of the state.
Thank you. Fine.
No.
Hello, good morning.
Yeah, I got one Jack Nicholson, one flew over the poo-poo's nest.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I got a TV show for you.
All right.
Brown Eye on the Queer Guy. I'm not a queer guy.
Hello, good morning.
Hey, how about the infrared sphincter?
Hello, good morning.
Got a movie for you.
All right.
Scar Ass.
Scar Ass, a
Scar
fine
Ass.
film. Hello, good
Yeah.
morning. Yeah, go ahead.
How about Spider Jones and the Bottle Rocket of Doom?
Jimmy, we hope it's making you feel better.
Oh, that's all of it.
That's great. There you go. That's a great way to end the show. I see that the Unabomber has come in. Unabomber, you going to be on tonight's show?
Should be.
I hope so.
With last week's song.
Yes. Oh, you actually wrote last week's song, Violet?
I have last week's song.
Great. I can't wait.
I'm a getting it.
Yeah. Well, that's right. Steve's a getting it. Steve's a getting it.
I do have to warn you.
Yeah.
You're not gonna get through it.
Oh, really? It's that good.
It's highly offensive.
Oh, I love that. I love it.
It is horribly offensive.
Speaking of offensive, Ray, I've got to introduce you to the newest character of the show.
All right. Who is the newest character?
It's Panny.
The dump cake.
Oh my God. The lasagna pan dump cake. The lasagna pan. The dump cake. Oh my God.
Don't forget to bring a pan.
It's Panny.
My name's Panny the dump cake.
Hi, it's me. I'm Steve's best friend. I'm Panny. Oh, hi,
Panny the
Panny.
dump cake.
Hey, might need to take a shit. If you want to take a shit, don't you worry about it. I got room for you right here. Right next to Steve's shit.
I'm gonna guess that idea was conceived last night when I described how dump cakes were made.
No, this is from he.
No.
He told a brand new story today. He's told a brand new story today we've never heard before about how he was in a fire, and the next morning he woke up and he had to run and find a lasagna pan.
Oh yeah, that's right. I think I've heard this.
Then he took a shit in the lasagna pan. And that was the story that we got. That was the story we got on today's show. Which, by the way, that should have been a subscriber show. I mean, you got that one for free. That's amazing. That's usually the kind of stuff that we share in our subscriber shows. But you guys got it for free. Hi, I'm Panny.
Noticed his left hand.
I just did notice that.
I'm Panny.
Well, notice his other hand. He's prepared to give a stroking.
Oh my God.
And you keep that thumb out so you can hit the head on the way up.
I'm gonna give you the shocker. You're gonna get the shocker, girls. Oh my God.
Last night on Stainless, I was describing your aversion to dump cakes, and I have one too because I cannot conceive of the idea of a dump cake because it has the word dump in it. And every time I hear the word dump cake, I just picture somebody squatting over a pan and filling it with soft serve.
In all seriousness, I have such an aversion to dump cake because I just can't imagine anyone making that. And I was serious. I kept saying, if you bring a dump cake, I will throw it in the garbage immediately and I'll kick you out of the house. And I could tell he was serious about making this fucking dump cake thing. I can 100% tell he was serious.
Oh, yeah.
Unbelievable. Well, I can't wait. I cannot wait what it's going to be like to hear this amazing song tonight.
It's going to be so offensive. Dude, you're not going to get past the first line.
Oh, no, really?
You're not going to get past. Well,
send it to me real quick. I want to see it.
I don't have it copied and ready to send. It's still on paper.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay.
Yeah, you're not going to get past the first line.
Yeah. Some of my favorite Def Leppard songs.
Not anymore.
Really? It's gonna ruin my enjoyment of this song.
Yes, it is.
Steven.
But remember, it was your idea.
Yeah, I can't wait.
And
oh yeah.
It's horribly offensive. It was your idea. You're not going to be able to get past the first line. And,
I just love it.
Robin, I'm sorry.
I love it. Steve's getting it. Steve's a getting it.
Yeah, when we get to this part right here,
Getting it.
Robin, I'm sorry.
Oh, I can't wait. Oh, it's gonna be fun. So that's the song of tonight's show. Is a song about Steve getting it. That will be the song on the show tonight. I can't wait.
And there will be a revelation of a text that Steve sent Robin yesterday that she never replied to.
Oh God!
Well,
A question
don't
that
need
she
to
never
apologize to Robin, then do I?
that she skipped right over the question this
It was
morning.
probably some embarrassing. You're gonna tell us what you text her, and all of us are gonna go, "Oh no!"
It's probably something like, "Hey, want to come over and fuck?"
Yeah, I'm sure it's something. I'm sure it somehow is some suggestion of them having sex.
He probably waved at her.
And this was at 1:47 this morning.
He
When I
probably
sent
sent
the
her a
text.
pic. Look, I finally got wood.
You up?
Ah, Steve, this is Penny.
Aw.
This is Penny. That's a bad idea, Steve. Steve, don't send that text. It's a bad idea.
Hey, Steve. Come and meet my new friend.
I almost let it slip. Almost let it slip. But
Don't text Robin how you want to treat her like a panty.
No more stains on the mattress, Steve. They all go in the pan now.
Oh, I can't wait to hear this. Now I want to hear this story.
oh, it's just a text. Like I say, it
Steve
came to
said-
me just as I got ready to fall asleep, and I sent it. And then I got up this morning thinking she would wake up before me, and she skipped over the question all the way to say, "Hey, what time do you want to go this afternoon?" That was all I got.
So there wasn't even a good morning.
No,
Good
there was
morning, you got your handy friends.
no, it wasn't because it wasn't good morning. It was, "Hey, what time are you going to go later?" It wasn't, "Good morning, kissy face. What time you want to go?" It was, "Hey, what time you want to go?" So evidently, I might have
Cannot wait.
crossed the line with this text.
I'm sure. we haven't heard about this all morning, so I can't wait. The show
Well, I
starts
almost
around
let it
6 o'clock
slip.
tonight. It goes around 6 o'clock tonight. The subscriber show will include the story of Steve's, I'm sure, disgusting text, and the song "Steve's a Getting It."
So
Steve's a getting it.
So just to clarify, this question was included in a bunch of other stuff in this text. So it's a bunch of other stuff. This is what you're saying. The question was buried in a text with other stuff.
He's thinking about it. It takes him a while.
I think I said too many big words.
Did you?
Was the question
Yeah,
set
you
by
confused
itself,
him.
or did you ask other stuff along with it?
Was it just a question, or was it a bunch of stuff and a question and some other stuff all in
No,
one text?
it was like, "Hey, I realize I've never asked you if you've ever did this."
Oh my God. Oh.
And I usually have with most women I've talked to for quite a while.
Okay.
Oh, I just can't. Oh my God.
He said come up the first day or two.
Let's just stop there. Okay.
Oh my God.
No, I didn't propose.
I'm sure it's something much more disgusting than that.
Hey, Corey, you got a song idea for a second song?
Pump up the penis.
Oh yeah.
Or pump up the volume.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Pump up the penis, pump up the penis, pump.
We know that all C seems to be pumping up his bruising his fupa, bruising his fupa. That's what he seems to be doing.
Pump up the fupa, pump.
Yeah.
No, it's pump down.
I've created a fucking blood blister.
Get that some bitch lanced.
So you've got a blood blister on your fupa?
Yeah.
Oh, you poor son of a bitch.
You're
poor
one big fucking hot
you
mess.
Poor bastard. Oh my God.
DA, I'm pretty sure the question was not, you ever eat chicken in the school parking lot while school's in session? No, that was probably not the question.
Poor son of a bitch. All right, we should probably wrap it up. Because it is after 10 o'clock.
Wrap it up. I'll fake it.
Wrap it up. Ready to, but no chance. You don't want to dance.
Don't forget to bring a pan.
You got it. But are you getting it? You say that love is gone when you get some. Then your finger won't trigger the gun. You know you. So don't rock it. You know you got it. Yeah. You're really getting it.
Oh, I love that. So close.
I can't wait for tonight. It's going to be a great show, I hope.
I'm easy to please.
You're not going to get past the first line.
Good. That's how I love it when they're just so wrong that I can't even speak without laughing. That's great. All right, you guys, we will talk to you tonight after 6 o'clock. Thank you so much, and have a great Thursday. Remember, our show was brought to you today by our good friends at Recon Tex. Recon Tex over the corner of 8th and Black. Recon Tex. Call 217-670-1132 and set an appointment time to get your car detailed. Or a Tsunami. Get some cover. Get your car
coated.
Get a coating on it. A Tsunami coating.
Just not the kind of coating Steve gives.
If you get like a 3-year coating, you want to wax your car for 3 years. Get a Tsunami coating from Recon Tex, and get a nice detail. They'll make your car look better than when it was new. It's Recon Tex, 670-1132, and our other fine sponsor, Just Beds. That's right, Just Beds. They are the yawn exterminators. How about buying yourself a good 8 hours of sleep? That's what you get when you get a mattress or bed from Just Beds. Trust me, the only bed I've gotten since moving to Springfield is from Just Beds. I bought, how many beds have I gotten from them? 4 beds. And they're great. They're great. It always leads a good sleep, and you always feel fine. It's Just Beds. They are the yawn exterminators. Stop by 3120 Montvale Drive. Swing on by Just Beds and get yourself taken care of. It is so worth it, you guys. Trust me. Go see Steve or any of the guys at Just Beds and get yourself a wonderful Just Beds bed. And by the way, they deliver. No matter where you live, they'll deliver to your house. They'll take your old bed. There's no worries. When you get a bed from Just Beds, honest to God, you don't have to worry about anything. They literally come to your house, and then you just point to where the bedroom is. They bring it in. They take down your old bed, all right, and then they get rid of it. I don't know if they throw it near the creek or what. I'm sure it's taken to wherever. Yeah, we lost her. And then they put the new one up. It's very nice. It's Just Beds, you guys. We thank them for sponsoring us as well. All right, we'll talk to you guys tonight. So
Don't
long,
forget our latest
everybody.
sponsor, Ray.
We have another sponsor?
Yeah, Reynolds Aluminum Pans.
Don't forget to bring a pan.
Steve. Hey, it's Stevie. It's Stevie's pan. It's Panny. Don't forget to take a dump in us. Really. All right, we'll talk to you guys. Take care. Have a great Thursday. We'll talk to you tonight.
Yeah,
So
I'll
long,
take a
everybody.
dump before I come.